So this is part 2. Hopefully we don't lose reception on the way back. Sorry about that. First job, and we're on $11. I think it was 40 cents and some change. But if I lose you again, I apologize. There's obviously some connection issues. We haven't got another job. That lady I delivered to she had twins. And it looked like she had her hands full. The only problem with these lives, you just don't know about there's always certain areas that go flat and you lose the live, but I didn't think this would be one of them. Anyway, let's hope we can stay live. And we're going to go back. I told you I'd have to go back and probably get another job. Let me know if I'm live. If I don't hear off anyone, then maybe the reception's really bad out here and I've lost you again. So I'll have to restart it. Might restart it when I get a job anyway. Might be best. It's going to be one of those mornings, hey? That's why they call it a hustle. Because it feels like you work for your money, that's for sure. Uber has given us nothing yet. I told you I'd probably have to double up on my case. Not ideal. It's always good when it gives you a job back and you become in like a little pocket. So far, Tuesday is winning the race to the better morning. Some days when you're like, should have just stayed in bed. Might have been better. Anyway, we can only hope that things get better and improve with Oops. Because I'm only on 8 out of 25 deliveries that I need to do by tomorrow night. Wednesdays used to be really hot. They used to be like, especially mornings. Well, I had only come out in the mornings, but people like fed up with their week, their working week, so they would order like breakfast from Macca's. Or lately Wednesdays have been the pits. We've pretty much started back where we picked up from the 7-Eleven now. I might drive where I started this morning because that looks like it might be a bit better. It's funny, I watch some YouTubers and they do lives for like 7-8 hours doing this. And it's like, how do you keep reception for that long? They must have really good internet providers over there. In Australia, not so good. I thought it was a good idea coming out really early this morning. It's the earliest I've been out for a while, and it hasn't paid off. This McDonald's here apparently is a hot spot. What's the bet? As soon as I drive past, I get a job. Feel free to say hello, leave a comment, give it the thumbs up. It's in the top corner. We are going back where we started from. Lots of Ks. What a waste. Literally probably cost us 50 cents a K. Oh, got a job. Yes. Finally. I didn't even hear that. It's only because I looked down at my Alright, we're off to 7-Eleven, but a different 7-Eleven. Woohoo! Stop talking to me, Uber. Maybe because I turned the sound down. Duh.
Into the roundabout and take the third exit onto Almond Road.
Alright, it wants me to go on the highway for this one. Second job, this is just a small one, but we'll take it. Okay, we're going. Two 7-Eleven jobs so far.
In 300 meters, keep left on M1 using the left lane.
There's no one chatting. I'm worried that this live stream is not working. So if you could leave a comment, if you can hear me, you can leave a message. If my live is working, because I don't want another glitch, because I'm going to have to restart the stream. It's trying to rain too.
In 600 meters, take left exit 150 onto Buchanan Road, exit using the left lane. Take left exit 150 onto Buchanan Road, exit. Exit into Buchanan Road.
Bit of rain, people might start ordering now. You can only hope.
In 300 meters, continue straight through the roundabout onto Buchanan Road. Continue straight through the roundabout onto Buchanan Road.
just park over here. Then I might check my live, make sure that I am live. Oh, I'm not going to get out of there, Nick. What am I doing? Silly me. Let's park here so I can actually get out. Stupid. Alright, what are we picking up? We are picking up tea and sugar. I'm going to check my live. Alright, what are we picking up? We are picking up tea, okay, we sugar. Are live. I'm going to check my live. I can even hear myself. Alright, we're live. Okay, we'll go and pick this up and we'll be right back. Let's go deliver this. Any problem with this 7-Eleven? It's just a nightmare getting in and out. It's such a busy 7-Eleven and there's not enough car spaces. But we will get this delivered. And like all these utes are around. Come on, you can do it. I could take these 7-Eleven jobs all day, just local ones. Well, not all day because I have to work, but if I did, it would be so easy. But they do start quieting down the 7-Eleven jobs when the shops start opening. Okay, it's 6:34 now. Can we get one more delivery before we finish the shift? Or at least the live. I was hoping to at least do 3 in my live. It's quite annoying when your live just disconnects on you. I wish there was a way that YouTube would let you know and say, oh, by the way, your live has gone offline, but it still says live, like it's still live. So if anyone's from YouTube that listens to this, there's a bit of a suggestion. If your internet drops and you're live, don't keep saying that we're live. Even the time ticker's ticking over.
In 300 meters, turn left on the Mandra Drive using the left lane.
All right, I'll be quiet.
Turn left on Mandra Drive. Continue straight through the roundabout onto Mandra Drive.
Obviously, someone wants their tea with sugar.
Make a slight
They
right
wanted
turn
a
to
cup of
stay
tea this
Mandra
morning
Drive.
and had no tea. So this is just tea and sugar. Oh dear. There's some ibises in the road. Don't know if you
Just
saw them
ahead, turn
there.
left on Coach Road West.
Bin chickens, we call them over here.
Turn left on Coach Road West. In 300 meters, keep right onto Pine Grove Street.
Now, will Uber make me wait for my third job, or will it be nice and show me one now?
Keep right onto Pine Grove Street. Turn right on Ridealong, then drop off on the left. Drop off on the left.
Okay, I think we're here. There's a leave at the door. Prefer the leave at the doors. I don't know if anyone else agrees. Do not knock, as we have two big, loud dogs. Alright, let's go do this. Alright, this is the third job. It was around $10. So if we can do this in under, maybe not. Tuesday is still the win, and this one's probably even with Monday's session for the hourly rate. It looks like it's going to be a 7-Eleven morning. It's a shame it's not this 7-Eleven I just went to. Now I have to go all the way to... It is a 7-Eleven day. But they are easy in terms of you just literally have to drive because you get out, pick up the item. It's generally no wait time. But there's always a first, right?
In 300 meters, turn right on Lamandra Drive.
If you do tune in, I'm Nick. I'm sharing my ride-alongs doing DoorDash and UberEats, mainly UberEats, as a side hustle. Come out before my main job, and I share what it's like in Brisbane, Australia, to do this as a side hustle, earning some extra cash. So if you are watching and you're new, then please show some support. Give this video the thumbs up, this live, and check out my videos. I have a heap of videos, and yeah,
Continue straight through the roundabout onto Lamandra Drive.
it certainly isn't always smooth sailing, this job, but I love it. I love the fact that I get out of the house. Like previously, I'd be just working at home, and I still work from home, but I'd be working from home. The most I'd ever get out was just dropping the kids off. And when you've got a work from home job, you do become a bit reclusive. And it does get, so this job I never thought in a million years I'd be doing, because one, I don't like driving places I don't know. You ask my husband and he'll tell you that I hate driving places I don't know. I'm a bit of an introvert. Who would have thought that I'd actually be doing this for YouTube too? While I'm quite outgoing, I'm an introvert, if that makes sense. So coming out here, not only putting myself on camera, and I normally wear a GoPro chesty, so you do put yourself out there, everyone looks at you. Reclusive is the way to go. That is probably true. Hey Nick too, Nicholas. How are you? Hope you're well. Good to hear from you both. I was just saying, yeah, like I would have never thought in a million years that I'd come out here and do this. You know, sort of get anxiety all the time, driving, putting myself out there, and look at me, I'm doing this. Like, who would have thought it? Doing lives as well, like crazy, on my own. So yeah, a year ago, I would never have thought I'd be doing this. I don't think I was doing gig work a year ago. I think I thought about it, like I thought my husband and I could do it, but I didn't think I'd come out and do it on my own. So, and obviously there's nights when he's home at the weekends, we come out, so, together. But yeah, so it certainly has helped get out there and not be stuck at home, and help with the anxiety, and just to earn a bit of extra cash too is always nice, right? Okay, we're going back to the 7-Eleven that we just started at. Okay, we're on our third job. We had to restart the stream because the live went, because of the great service of internet we have in Australia. And we are off for our third job, 7-Eleven. It's around $10. And we're also, I'm trying to do a quest this week. There's 25 deliveries for $100. So I'm trying to do that. This will be my 10th. So I still have 15 jobs to do by tomorrow night. So whether it will happen, I'm going to have to come out tonight, tomorrow morning, tomorrow night. So if I can do another couple of jobs this morning before work, then, you know, that will tick around. But it's been pretty slow. Supply and demand, supply and demand. Supply isn't really there this morning. Thank you. Yes, I'm pushing myself. Oh, you feel like you've just been told off? Yeah, sorry. Just say Nicholas. That's where my name comes from, Nicola. I'm a Nicola with an A, but everyone calls me Nicole. It kind of drives me mad, to be honest with you, because people don't read. But yeah, when I get called Nicola too, I'm like, oh, have I been in trouble? I feel like Nicola, you know, like mother would used to tell me off calling me my full name. But the rain is trying to start, which is pretty annoying. I hate driving in the rain. I mean, this kind of rain is fine. Obviously, this rain doesn't affect me, but it's when it pours down and you can't see in front of you. Oh, that's terrible. I hate it. Some people love the rain and driving in the rain. I don't. Actually, I might put my other glasses on. The sun has gone. The sun has disappeared. It's kind of there, but it's very cloudy. Hence the rain. But thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. We are 5 minutes away from 7-Eleven. There's 100 7-Elevens before this one, so go figure why they gave me this 7-Eleven. Like, always makes me wonder, why couldn't you just give me the 7-Eleven I drove past? But no, you choose the furthest one away. Yeah, Aussies do shorten everything, don't they? I never used to. When I first came over here, I was like, oh god, Aussies, like, they're so lazy. Like, they shorten everything. Like, you know, for example, we went to Hamilton Island in the Whitsundays, and everyone calls it Hamo, and I was like, whoa, okay, that was years ago when I first came to Australia. And then sandwich, you know, sanga. It's quite funny, really. Gotta love Aussies, eh? I mean, I'm Australian myself now because I'm a citizen, so I can laugh. I don't really shorten things too much. The only reason I mean, Dash with Nicola doesn't really sound as, you know, off the tongue, does it really? Or Nicola delivers, or so we're roughly, by the time we deliver this, I'm guessing we'll be on about $27, $28, which we waited about 10, 15 minutes for that first job. So I guess it's not really that bad. It did pick up a little bit. I think once you're in the system with Uber, it does start, even if, I mean, obviously it depends on how many jobs there are, but it's almost like you need a job or two to kick it off and then get going.
Enter the roundabout and take the third exit onto Station Road.
Thank you for the 2 likes. I do appreciate it. It does help put the videos out there. I know I keep saying this, but this is my new channel now. It's kind of exciting, but annoying in some ways that you're starting from scratch, building it up again. But it is exciting. And it is nice seeing it grow, because with the other channel, Nick T, I didn't, because I already had it 4 years prior and it was all about weight loss. And when I started the dashing content on that channel, I already had 860 subscribers. So I technically, you know, yeah, I didn't really build the dashing part up from scratch. It was already, you know, so when I monetized, I already had that leaping help. But let's face it, people that want weight loss content don't want DoorDashing content or Uber Eats content. So it took me a lot to fully commit to this one because I was sitting on the fence for ages, just putting the videos on that were from my other one. I'm going to park in the same spot I did before. So yeah, now I'm running with it. It feels good, but it also, you know, you also question, well, I could be earning money on the other channel. All right, what are we picking up? One item, Red Bull 4-pack. Someone needs some energy this morning. All right, we will go and pick this up. And we'll see you in a sec. Well, this is going to be an interesting delivery. Okay. There's a leave at the door, but meet at the door. Okay, you've got a question. I can't currently do Uber Eats, so I'm still on my P's. When I get my full license, I'm going to try and get Uber Eats. What would you prefer out of DoorDash? Uber Eats. Uber Eats, 100%. Only because, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, you probably earn more money on DoorDash if I'm honest. But over here, I mean, I don't know what your area is like with DoorDash. But DoorDash, there's a lot of reasons I prefer Uber. But DoorDash, it can be really quiet in this area. And also, I feel like it's boss mode. I always say this. It feels like it's telling me off all the time. Like, you broke, like, you've only, you know, you've been on time only 80% of the time and all that kind of stuff. So, and I prefer the way you can just decline Uber jobs. So yeah, I'll definitely go with Uber. There's a bit more flexibility. I think there's more jobs. The quests help too. They do help pick things up. Like if you, I don't know if you drive at night, but the night quest can be quite good. Like you do like 9 or 12 deliveries and you get a bonus. Or sometimes they run them in the week. But yeah, definitely, I would definitely say Uber wins. I'm pro Uber because of I don't know, I just hate the way DoorDash treats me. Like it feels like I'm not an independent contractor for Uber. I feel like for DoorDash, I feel like I'm working for DoorDash. And the one reason I love about this job is I've got the flexibility. I've got no one telling me what I can take, what I don't have to take. You know, it affects your acceptance rate. It tells you every time you decline a job with DoorDash, oh, you're dropping your acceptance rate. Are you sure you want to do that? And to be honest with Uber, and I don't know if I'm jinxing myself, I've never actually been, and I know DoorDash gives you half of the money back. I've never been to a job that someone else has already gone and taken with Uber, whereas DoorDash, I have. Like, DoorDash, like, it happens all the time. Someone else has gone and got that job. But yeah, Uber fan through and through, a fan. That's why on these lives and stuff like that, very rarely or my videos do you see me put DoorDash on. I mean, I could have put DoorDash on this morning because Uber was really quiet to start, but I really want to hit these quests. So yeah, like obviously Uber, the only thing with Uber, and I will say this, the sign up process, if you can get through the sign up process, then delivery will be a breeze. The sign up process was a nightmare. Oh, Hungry Jacks. Yeah, we'll take that. We've got a Hungry Jacks on the way back. So yeah, must be picking up now the fact that I've got a job already and I haven't delivered. But this delivery is going to be really interesting because it's on this road, but then it says it's a unit. It says leave at the door, but meet at the door. Like, what? Make your mind up. So I hate delivering on the main roads, right? Like, I mean, this one's not so bad. But yeah, the sign up process, it took me weeks. I honestly gave up in the end. I was trying to contact support because my passport was different to my driving license or something like that because I hadn't changed my passport because I didn't need to change my passport. Whereas my married name was different to the passport. And oh my goodness, it caused so many problems. And no one would talk to me. They just kept saying, upload your document. You couldn't speak to someone, and you just kept getting the same message. And I was getting so angry, and I was like doing everything they told me to. And I know a few people that have had issues with the sign up process. So, yeah. So if you can get through the sign up. Okay, we're in here. Alright, we're in this little unit. So maybe it's not too bad then. Alright, what unit am I looking for? Number 5. 3, 4. Oh, here we are. That was easy enough. I thought it was going to be. So yeah. And I wish I could give you a referral code, Nick, but I can't because it only applies for. So yeah, hopefully that answered your question. I mean, you can have both, right? Nothing's stopping you have both on. And then just trial and error. See which one you prefer. I've got a few friends who prefer Uber over DoorDash. And again, it comes down to your area too, really, doesn't it? What it's like. I wonder if I can go right here with ease. I bet you I can't. Oh, I can. I might put my seat warmer on. It was like warm this morning and now I feel a bit cold.
Enter the roundabout and take the second exit onto Station Road.
But if anyone else feels that about DoorDash, about them being controlling, and let me know what you think, because it is all. I mean, the other day I did get a positive comment on DoorDash, which I was surprised about, and it says, "Oh, you've had 100% accuracy rate." And I was like, oh, that's nice. Normally I get told off. You've done this wrong. You've done that wrong. You should have done this. Why didn't you do that? Why did you brake hard? Oh, it drives me bonkers. Anyway, I think we're on 27 something dollars. So, and if I remember rightly, I can't remember, I picked up this job without really looking. I think it's pretty local. It's about $6 or $8. But there's people out there that love DoorDash. You see them in America, they love DoorDash. And if you put a video out there and you mention the word DoorDash, you get more views. But I don't do DoorDash, so it's kind of hard. It's like, I think I'm still on gold with DoorDash, my status, because my acceptance rate is good. But I've done, like, last time I looked, I did 7 deliveries for the 30 days. That's how much I use. That's how much I use DoorDash. We tried doing it on a Friday night. I'm pretty sure I've got a video coming up about that, so I won't give too much of a spoiler out. But put it this way, we'll be doing UberEats Quest on a Friday night going forward.
In 600 meters, turn right.
Might have to put my sunnies back on. A bit bright now, make up your mind. The sun, the rain. We've probably done loads of Ks this morning because of having to drive back to the area before we done another job.
Turn right, then turn left.
And then we probably were on 50 cent a K. Who knows? Feels like it. These little ones might have picked things up a little bit.
Pick up on the right.
I actually really love doing these live, so thank you for joining them. I'm going to try and at least do, I say at least, but I'm going to do at least 2 a week. We'll see how we go, because obviously every week's different, commitments change, and I will be back in a sec. Let's see what they're getting first of all. One item, a large cheesy bacon classic Jack fried chicken value meal with a large Coke and thick cut fries. All right, be back in a I literally got it before I even dropped off. I got it like 5 minutes before I dropped off the 7-Eleven delivery, so go figure that one out. I think they have one person serving who does the coffee in the morning and one person cooking. And obviously then they've got to cook the chips. Honestly, guys, I've had to cancel jobs from them before. I mean, compared to most times, that was quite a good, outcome. But yeah, when you're doing a live, that's why 7-Elevens are good, because you boom, boom, boom. But hey, won't complain. Don't want to sound like a whinging pom. All right, let's go deliver this. 7 minutes away. Perhaps it was more money than I thought it was. I thought it was local. Where are we going? Okay. But yeah, the deactivation thing is silly, isn't it? Like, just because of your acceptance, right? It shouldn't be part of the DoorDash thing. I think it's rubbish. Oh, the chips smell so good. What is it about Hungry Jack's? The smell of their food. It's like their onion rings, their chips, they smell so freaking good and just makes me want to have them. But the reality of Hungry Jack's, you get it and you're disappointed. It's normally cold and oh dear, but the smell of the chips in my car, and I haven't even had my morning coffee this morning. So when I finish this, we're going to finish off my morning coffee. Not so much breakfast. I haven't really been eating in the morning that much. Might have a protein bar or cereal later. But yeah, I hate waiting. Brisbane drivers are not my favourite people in the world. The less time on the road equals a happy nobody. Why is that? Is it just because of their crazy driving? Is that just have you been, so you don't live in Brisbane then? I don't know. My husband's a truck driver and he drives interstate. He starts in Brisbane and goes down to sometimes Melbourne. He hates Sydney. He thinks it's just they're the worst drivers. And I've been in Sydney a few times for work, and oh my goodness, like everyone gets annoyed at everyone. Everyone honks the horn. So it's funny that, like you say that about Brisbane drivers. I mean, I don't really know any better. I don't drive in Sydney or Melbourne or anywhere else. I think there's a lot of crazy people on the road that shouldn't be on the road, if I'm honest. Yeah, that's like anywhere though, right? You get the weirdos. You get the bad drivers. I can't stand it when Uber drivers, I'm there and I'm being polite, and the Uber drivers come in, they're not wearing shoes, and they just shove their phone in the person's face, vendor's face. And I'm like, that's so rude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how they don't get deactivated. Obviously, maybe they can't speak English. I don't know, but how can you get? I don't understand how you can get working rights in Australia without speaking English. Because I know when my brother tried to he's in here now. He immigrated to Brisbane about 3 months ago, just before we came back from Vegas. He had to do all these. I mean, he still doesn't have working rights. He has his bridging visa, and I'm sponsoring him, but he's not allowed working rights. But and then you see other people that've got working rights. That I don't know. It's just weird. How does that happen? Surely, Australia has standards with who can work and who can't. that car just pulled out right in front of that other car. There you go. It's just people don't know how to merge in Australia. I do find that. Like, you merge like a zip, right? But people can't merge. If there's an accident, people like, you know, slow down and they, what do they call it? Rubbernecking. And then that causes traffic problems. And these stupid things in Brisbane they've got at the moment on the highways to try and control the speed. Like, it's a highway, it should be 100, but they set it for 60, and that just causes more traffic. Sydney, oh, you live in Brisbane. Sydney's nuts. That's true. The drivers everywhere seem to attract them. I pull over a lot. Yeah, if you can't speak English, I just wish they learned basics under Uber and how. Yeah, exactly. Like, how, like, I literally was waiting for one job, and there was this lady who had the Uber app. She just showed her phone, and then she had someone else with her translating. I don't know, like, and I think, well, that could have been my job. I don't know. It's just like, yeah. And then my brother, who speaks fully English, he wants to work. He's got a skill, but the Australian government are like, no, you can work offshore if you want to earn money, which might have to be an option because he can't, because his visa can take 25, 30 years because he's coming over on a last remaining relative visa. And he did have a business in phoning me then. I don't think she meant to phone me because she hung up straight away. She obviously doesn't watch my lives, does she? Oh dear.
300 meters, turn left on Lagoon Road.
And like, I'm not being racist or anything. I just think there should be, you know, set standards for anyone that comes into the country. Like me, I pretty much had to hop on one leg, get all these x-rays, make sure I didn't have TB, make sure I didn't do this, make sure that I was legit. I mean, I married an Australian, which helped. But you know what I mean? Even that was really hard.
Turn right on Lycian Street, then turn left on Aqua Street.
But I'm guessing with Uber and DoorDash, there's probably no set standards as long as you got working right. And that's all you need. All right.
Turn left on Aqua Street, then drop off.
All right. We're pretty much here. Good. Okay.
Drop off.
All right. He's in the corner. Is that it? Yeah. All right. I'll go deliver this and I'll be back. It is a leave at the door to my favourite. I don't want to go back to Burpengary. No. Alright guys, I'm going to finish the live now. My phone is getting pretty hot. 35, 24,